A very beautiful story. A young woman overcomes limited learning through education, transforming her future.
My name is Anya. I am 22 years old. I come from a small village nestled in a valley. Life in my village was simple yet challenging. My family worked hard on our farm. We grew rice and vegetables. School was a long walk each day. The lessons were often difficult to understand. I struggled with reading and writing. I often felt discouraged. I compared myself to the other students. They seemed to learn so easily. I started to believe I was not capable of learning. I thought I would always be stuck in the village. My parents always encouraged me. They told me to never give up on my dreams. They believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself. One day a new teacher came to our village. Her name was Miss Elena. She was different from the other teachers. She saw my struggle, but she also saw my potential. She offered to help me after school with extra lessons. Ms. Elena taught me in a way that made sense to me. She used visual aids and real-life examples. She was patient and kind. Slowly I started to make progress. Reading became less daunting. Writing became a way for me to express myself. I began to gain confidence in my abilities. I realized that I could learn if I was given the right support. As I improved in my studies, I learned about a scholarship to attend a university in the city. It was a distant dream. The thought of leaving my village and my family was scary, but I knew this was an opportunity one couldn't miss. Ms. Elena helped me prepare for the scholarship exam. She spent countless hours with me reviewing and practicing. I studied harder than I ever had before. I was determined to prove to myself and to everyone else that I could succeed. The day of the exam arrived. I felt a mix of nervousness and excitement. I took a deep breath and did my best. Weeks later, I received a letter. It was an acceptance letter. I had won the scholarship. I was overjoyed. My family and Ms. Elena were so proud of me. They had always believed in me even when I doubted myself. Leaving my village was bittersweet. I was sad to say goodbye, but I was also excited for the new chapter in my life. University was challenging, but I was prepared. I had the tools and the confidence to succeed. I worked diligently. I excelled in my studies. I made new friends and learned about different cultures. I discovered a passion for literature. I joined the university's writing club. I started to write poems and short stories. I found my voice through writing. One of my professors encouraged me to submit my work to a literary magazine. I was hesitant, but I decided to try. To my surprise, my poem was accepted for publication. It was a dream come true. I felt a sense of accomplishment I had never imagined. I graduated from university with honors. I was the first person in my family to attend and graduate from college. I returned to my village to celebrate with my family and Ms. Elena. They were my biggest supporters, and I wanted to share my success with them. I told my story to the younger students in the village. I wanted to inspire them to pursue their dreams no matter the obstacles. I established a small library in the village. I wanted to provide access to books and learning resources for everyone. I never forgot the struggles I faced. I used my experiences to help others and to make a positive impact on my community. My journey was not always easy. There were times when I wanted to give up, but I learned the importance of perseverance. I discovered that with hard work, dedication, and the support of others, anything is possible. I transformed from a struggling student to a confident and successful young woman. I used my education not only for my personal growth, but also to empower others. I continued to write and publish my work. My writing became a way to connect with people and share my story of overcoming adversity. I became a teacher myself, wanting to give back what Ms. Elena gave to me. I wanted to be a source of encouragement. I met many students who reminded me of myself, students who doubted their abilities and felt overwhelmed by challenges. I shared my story with them, emphasizing that intelligence is not fixed, but rather something that can be developed through effort. I created a learning environment where students felt safe to make mistakes and learn from them. I fostered their curiosity. I organized workshops for parents to teach them how to best support their children's learning and emotional well-being. I advocated for more resources for students with learning difficulties, ensuring that they received the individualized attention. Years passed and I witnessed the transformative power of education in my community. I saw students who once struggled blossom into confident and capable individuals, contributing to society in meaningful ways. I felt a deep sense of gratitude for the teachers who had believed in me, and for my parents' unwavering support. I realized that my success was not solely my own, but a collective achievement, a testament to the power of human connection and the importance of paying it forward. I continued to learn and grow both as an educator and as a writer. I explored new genres and delved deeper into the complexities of the human experience. My writing evolved to reflect not only my personal journey but also the stories of those around me. I wrote about the resilience of the human spirit, the challenges of social injustice, and the importance of empathy and compassion. My books became widely read and translated into several languages, reaching people from all walks of life. I received letters from readers who shared how my words had inspired them to overcome their own obstacles and pursue their dreams. This was the most rewarding experience, to know that my story had the power to touch hearts and make a difference in the world. I established a foundation to support education in underserved communities, providing scholarships and resources to students who faced similar challenges to those I had encountered. I wanted to create a world where every child had the opportunity to reach their full potential regardless of their background or circumstances. I traveled to different countries, sharing my story and advocating for educational equity. I spoke at conferences and met with policymakers, urging them to invest in education and empower marginalized communities. I collaborated with other organizations and activists to create sustainable solutions that addressed the root causes of educational disparities. I learned that creating change was not an easy task. It required patience, persistence, and a willingness to work with others who shared the same vision. There were setbacks and moments of discouragement, but I never lost sight of my goal. I was driven by the belief that a better world was possible, a world where everyone had the chance to thrive and contribute their unique talents. My journey continued to unfold in unexpected ways. I received recognition for my work as an author and advocate, but the greatest reward was witnessing the positive impact of my efforts on the lives of others. I saw students who had once lacked confidence transform into passionate learners. I saw communities empowered to take ownership of their own development, and I saw the seeds of hope blossom into a future filled with greater opportunity and equality. I realized that my story was not just about personal triumph, but about the interconnectedness of all human lives. We are all capable of overcoming challenges and achieving our dreams, and when we do, we have a responsibility to use our gifts to make the world a better place. This is the lesson I carried with me throughout my life and the message I hope to impart to others. Never underestimate the power of your own story, and never give up on the belief that you can make a difference. The world needs your unique voice, your passion, and your unwavering commitment to creating a more just and compassionate society. Your journey, like mine, has the potential to inspire hope and ignite change. As my influence grew, I began to mentor aspiring writers and educators, sharing my experiences and insights. I emphasized the importance of self-reflection, continuous learning, and a commitment to social justice. I encouraged them to find their own voices and use their platforms to advocate for those who were marginalized. I organized writing workshops and seminars, providing guidance and support to help them hone their craft. Many of my mentors went on to achieve great success, publishing their works and becoming influential figures in their respective fields. They carried the values of empathy, perseverance, and dedication forward, extending my reach and impact to even wider audiences. I took on a role as a visiting professor at a university. My goal was to bridge the gap between academia and the real world, bringing practical experience and insights to my students. I designed courses that focused on storytelling, social impact, and community engagement. I wanted to equip them with the skills and knowledge to become effective agents of change. I also established a scholarship program at my alma mater specifically for students from underserved backgrounds. I knew firsthand the financial barriers that many talented individuals faced, and I wanted to help level the playing field. The scholarship not only provided financial assistance but also mentorship and networking opportunities, ensuring that recipients had the support they needed to thrive academically and professionally. I became involved in policy advocacy, working with government agencies and nonprofit organizations to promote educational reform. I pushed for policies that would increase funding for schools in low-income areas, reduce class sizes, and provide more resources for students with special needs. I also advocated for teacher training programs that emphasized culturally responsive teaching and social-emotional learning. My efforts extended beyond national borders. I collaborated with international organizations to support education initiatives in developing countries. We built schools, trained teachers, and provided learning materials to children who had limited access to quality education. I also worked to raise awareness about the importance of girls' education and the need to break down the systemic barriers that prevented them from reaching their full potential. I used my writing to amplify the voices of those who were often silenced. I wrote essays and articles that explored themes of identity, belonging, and the search for meaning in a complex world. My words resonated with readers from diverse backgrounds, sparking conversations and fostering a sense of connection. I also published a memoir that detailed my personal journey of overcoming adversity and finding my purpose. The book became a bestseller, inspiring countless individuals to pursue their own dreams despite the obstacles that lay in their path. It chronicled the lessons I had learned about the power of resilience, the importance of community, and the enduring belief in the human capacity for goodness. As I reflected on my life, I realized that my success was not measured solely by my achievements, but by the positive impact I had on the lives of others. It was about using my gifts to create a more just and equitable world where everyone had the opportunity to flourish. I understood that true fulfillment came from living a life of purpose and meaning, a life dedicated to serving others. My journey was a testament to the transformative power of education and the enduring strength of the human spirit. It was a story of hope, resilience, and the unwavering belief that a single individual can make a difference. No matter how small their beginnings, the lessons I learned along the way shaped me into the person I became. A person who was committed to empowering others and creating a legacy of positive change. And so my story continues to be written, with each new chapter filled with the possibility of growth, discovery, and the opportunity to make the world a little brighter. I invite you to join me on this journey, to embrace your own potential, to overcome your own challenges, and to use your unique voice to contribute to the creation of a more compassionate and just world. Your story matters, your voice matters, and together we can make a difference.
Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe.